Today on Feedback, we're going to save YouTube, and we're starting right now. Welcome back to the channel, and today's video is a little different than any other video on my channel. Today we're going to talk about some of the issues that's come up in the past couple of weeks involving the FTC, Coppa, and YouTube. First, let's talk about what the FTC is. FTC stands for the Federal Trade Commission, and it has been given the rights to enforce Coppa. Coppa stands for the Child Online Privacy Protection Act. It came out in 1998, and it was designed to help parents monitor their children online for their safety and protection. For example, if children gave out emails, phone numbers, or any personal information like that, the parent will get notified. Now, I think it's a great thing that we protect children online. Let me say that first and foremost. Now, in 2013, the rules and regulations for Coppa got changed. Some of the definitions got changed, some of the wording got changed, and basically what happened was, instead of helping parents protect their children online, they basically took it away and said, we're going to tell you how to parent your children. Which, me personally as a parent, is wrong. I think I know what's best for my child. Now, what it comes down to is they didn't want big internet companies like YouTube to personally target kids with ads. So, explain that a little bit better. You have personalized ads and you have contextual ads. Personalized ads is when they take stuff that you've been searching for on Google and they look at it and they say, okay, we're going to put an ad that focuses towards this, what he's been looking for, what they've been shopping for, and personalize it to you, to your experience. And by doing that, they know that you've shopped for things, and therefore they know that you will probably watch that ad longer and probably click and buy. Then you have contextual ads. Contextual ads is what you see on TV, where it deals with what you're watching at the moment. It's not focuses towards you, it's just whatever program you're watching, you're probably going to see something that goes along with it in that ad. Now, the FTC said that through their guidelines of Coppa, said that you cannot personally target kids. Contextual ads are fine, but personalized ads are not okay. But they also admit that they cannot tell if that is a child watching that video or an adult. Because we've all seen it. A parent will buy a device for a child, tablet, phone, etc., set it up and hand it to them. And they could be underage. YouTube's guidelines or terms of service says they have to be 13 years or older to use YouTube. So, following Coppa's change, YouTube set up what they call a YouTube Kids app. Now, with that app, you can go in, you can set all the kind of personalization you want. You can have it so it doesn't show any personalized ads. You can have it that it doesn't show any ads, but you have to pay for that with YouTube Premium. Now, they did this, but, parents have said they don't like to go in there because they don't have a lot of features that they have on the main app. So, FTC said, we're going to come in and we're going to make it so that creator has to decide, me and you, have to decide if our content is for children or adults. So, the new rules come along, and you've probably seen them. You upload a video now, you have to choose if it's safe for kids or made for kids, or if it's made not for kids. And they gave us some guidelines to follow, and they're very vague guidelines. Now, I understand where YouTube is coming from because they got fined $170 million. So, I understand by law they have to go along with this, and I understand that we do need to protect children online. I'm not saying that, but there was a poll done, and 81% of parents said they willingly know and let their child use YouTube knowing that they are below the age of 13. And for me, when a parent hands that device over to a child, they have gave consent for that child to see the ads or see whatever content. That's a parent's job. That is not the federal government's job. That is a parent. One, like I said, they cannot tell who's watching that ad. So now, you go in and you decide if your channel is made for kids, if it's not made for kids, or if you want to do it on a video basis, where you go through and you decide on every video you upload. And we have to December 10th to get that done as creators. And by January 1st, the FTC and YouTube is going to start implementing some of these rules. Now, by implementing these rules, the FTC can do a sweep and go through it. And if you mislabeled your channel or a video trying to get around the rule, the FTC, through Coppa, has the rights to fine you per video up to $42,000. Now, for me, who is a small YouTube channel with about 240 subs, I can't get fined $42,000. But is my content child or is it adult? I don't have a channel. You can fit the criteria into either one of those categories. And I want to go over some of the guidelines that the FTC through Coppa, or Coppa, however you say it, presents to us. So as you can see right here, the first one they come to is children are the primary audience based on factors described below. Children are not the primary audience, but the video is still directed to children based on factors below. When deciding whether or not your channel on the video is made for kids, you should consider the various factors, including, here's where it gets, subject matters of the video. Example, is it educational content for preschoolers? I get that. Whether children are the intended or actual audience of the video. Okay, I can kind of see that one. Whether the video includes child actors or models. Okay. Whether the video includes characters, celebrities, or toys that appeal to children, including animated or cartoon figures. Okay. Next one, whether the language of the video is intended for children to understand. Whether the video includes activities that appeal to a child, such as play acting, simple songs, or games or early education. Now, I don't like the little phrase appeal to a child, because who knows what appeals to a child? Everything appeals to a child, just about. But we'll talk about that more in a minute. Okay, whether the video includes songs, stories, or poems for children. So, appeals to children. Well, you can take any video and say this appeals to children. You have gaming channels, which they do games which appeal to a child. Sometimes I do movie reactions that could appeal to a child. My last video, I did a movie reaction on a cartoon movie coming out. Yes, I get that through this guidelines, animated character, that it should be set for kids, and it should. It should. I can see a kid watching this video. Probably not going to watch it if he clicks on and sees my face. But who knows? But I have a proposal for YouTube, and I know that they're probably never going to see this. But here is my proposal on how I guess everybody can win. Instead of YouTube giving you the option to choose either for children, not for children, or video basis, they should give you the option that says upload to YouTube Kids, do not upload to YouTube Kids, or upload to both. And if you click upload to both, then only on the YouTube Kids app they will see your video, but with contextual ads only, and you can make revenue off them. But over here on the regular YouTube app, you have personalized ads. And also with the YouTube Kids app, once you make it a kid video, like if you click on that and say made for kids, coming January 1st, comments will be turned off, likes will be turned off, your end screens will be turned off, and some other features. So now if it's labeled for kids, or the YouTube algorithm that they're going to set out in January says that it's for kids, then I don't get feedback. I don't get to suggest another one of my videos on my channel. And right now, the ad thing doesn't affect me as much because, like I said, I'm a small YouTuber. I haven't got to monetization yet. But when I get there, I don't want to have to fight this. So what does this mean? Well, basically it means that either you're going to have to be a kid channel and your revenue is going to be cut. I think they set up maybe to 85%. They don't know yet, but that's their projection. 85%. So imagine if you do make a living off YouTube and you have employees and you have, a studio you rent and you employ people. Well, now you have to cut their job or close down completely. So I think, the FTC is coming down a little too hard on us here. It shouldn't be my job or your job to see if that parent did the right thing and just handed the child the tablet. At that point, that's consent, and this shouldn't be an issue. Or they can set up the YouTube Kids app. They can either pay for no ads or they can let it run like it is. But just because they don't want to take a few minutes out of their day, then we all have to pay for it, which I think is completely wrong. I don't know if you agree with me on this subject or what, but big changes are fixing to come to YouTube. Either you're going to have family-friendly content, or creators are going to have to make more mature videos with, it could be swearing and it could be other stuff, or they're going to close down their channel. And if this is the way it goes, say goodbye to YouTube, because I don't think it'll be here next year. And that's really sad because there's some really great creators out there. I mean, for instance, you have, for example, Dude Perfect. Their content could be labeled as appealing to children. Now, I don't think they really do ads. They do brand deals, which will still be okay. You can still do brand deals if you're a kid's channel. But that's just, it will force them to have to do one. But do they want to go down that road? You have one of my favorite channels, Jazza. It's a drawing channel. It's an art channel. He does many art challenges. Well, if they cut his ad revenue out and put him towards kids, well, what's that do for him? And I know some of you watching this goes, well, it's just YouTube. I mean, he'll have to get a real job. YouTube is a real job. It takes hard work, it takes dedication, and you have to do this every day, and you're your own boss. So let's just forget that. But there is one good thing, and I'm going to put some links down in the description below, some videos you need to watch. One by J House Law. He's a lawyer. He has talked with the FTC last week about this, and they really want to hear from creators and everybody, even if you're not a creator, even if you just watch YouTube and you know it's going to change. Your favorite content might be going away, or the whole channel might be going away. So I'm going to put some links to his videos down in the description. He also has given, in some of his videos, he's given where you can sign a petition. You can write your comment, because the FTC said they will read every comment. And they want to hear back from you. Because when he met with them, you can watch the video. I'll put a card up here or up here, somewhere up here. When he met with them, they genuinely didn't realize what some of the things they set forth was going to do to us. And I think we do need to take this seriously. Because if you like YouTube like I do, and now it's not my main source of income, not any source of income, but I do love doing these videos, and I do love my YouTube channel and all my subscribers. And let's make our voice heard. The worst thing you can do is be silent. and nothing will ever happen. Do nothing, nothing will happen. Speak up, something will happen. And I thank you for watching this video. If you made it this far, I really appreciate you listening to my words. And go check out the videos in the description down there.